Y'all see that big water tower on top of the hill there? Probably can't tell from the trees, but it says TVA in big letters. Well, that's going to be our destination today. The area right near that water tower. Here's the powerhouse. And here's a flume. The flume that leads to the powerhouse. And actually, see the very top of the flume there? Yeah, that that cement building connected to the flume, that's actually going to be our destination. Now it's time for the walk up memory lane. This trail right here that actually leads up to the top of the flume, and that's water tower. TR Express trail number 340. This is going to be our memory lane. We're about halfway there. We are officially at our destination. The top of the flume here. This cement building where the water enters the flume. The same flume I showed you a few minutes ago, except for the very bottom. And you can see the big water tower and the steps that lead up to the water tower. My throat's itching. Went ahead and got these guys into some shade because it's hot out today. Well, it's about 75 degrees or so. Anyway, gosh, this video looks a little bit blurry. Hope it's not blurry to you guys, but let's do some reminiscing about Paco. My, deceased dog that I had to have euthanized 3.5 years ago. And for those of you, most of you know who Paco is, but for those of you who don't, here he is.
Paco wanna go to the mountains? 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 Paco wanna go to
Anyway, this would be the main trail that I used to walk with Paco. And Paco got to where his health kind of got the best of him. This was one of the very few walks he could take, but this was our main destination. I mean, back in the 2000s, me and Paco used to come up here at least maybe once or twice a season, something like that. And we would get to the top here, and Paco would, kind of walk around and do his sniffing routine. And me, this would be my destination here. Dogs have me wrapped up in the leashes here. But what I would actually do is go past this hardwired fence here and sit right there on the top of the hill, and I would look over the mountains. I would look, down at the river there. I would, enjoy the mountains and the clear blue sky above the mountains whenever there was a clear blue sky available, that is. Of course, there is today. But I would just sit right there and let all of, everyday's frustrations just waft right away with me on the top of that hill, just sitting there at peace, watching the very panoramic view. And Paco would, walk around, the area here, sniff around. Was kind of an interesting place for him. I guess all the wild animal scents and all that. And sometimes Paco would join me right there at the hill. And I would have to, unlike these guys right here, Paco was good at staying, near me without the leash. But anyway, I would, sometimes when I was up on the hill, I would, Paco would just come, right next to me and lay in the area on the top of the hill there. Of course, I had to keep an eye on Paco so he didn't fall down that steep hill there at the flume. It's been quite a while back now, back in, as I said earlier, the 2000s. That was even back before I made videos. I do actually, have one video of Paco up here one day when we were in this area, but that video was taken from my very first video taking cell phone. That old cell phone will only take 15-second videos, and the videos were small. You had to keep them small on the phone to be able to see them clearly. And I would like to get that video into this video for today, but the problem is my video processor will not accept the format of that old video. No, it will not accept the format of, one of the very few first videos with my first video cell phone. It was back in 2008 before I actually had me, a real smartphone. But anyway, me and the dogs are just reminiscing on old times today. Of course, this was before their time actually, but of course they're enjoying it up here apparently. I mean, all the interesting animal scents like Paco did. And anyway, this was our regular hangout place for me and Paco. Hope that you enjoyed.